Hi there, I'm the Divine Miss Mickey, in case you didn't know. I'm one of those moods. Fun. I've actually had not too bad a Mercury Retrograde with everything that's going on. It's actually been pretty okay. I've had insights, and the only real hassle ended up working out totally in my favor, so I'm like, okay, pretty cool. So, yes, my eyes are a bit better. I'm not sneezing as much. Lesson learned. Be more careful. So here we are at another week of Numerology, Oracle and Tarot. This is for the week from the 19th, what was it, to the 25th, was it? Yeah, 25th. Got it in big writing so I don't have to worry about squinting to see it, but that means I've got to scroll to get down. Nah, you didn't need to know that. Hope you're all doing really well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's Australia's still reeling from a lot of the stuff that's been going on. But we also have, there's little rays of light everywhere, and we've got to look for those. So I've got the decks I've got for today. Oops, just noticed I fell down. Don't fall down underneath the lounge. Oh, I got him. Oh, did I? Still one more. Just noticed that. My little filing area here. If you could only see it. Okay, so our cards for today, that's right. I'm really on the ball, aren't I? Angel numbers. So you can't have numerology without those. Druidic wisdom. I was told, yep, go for that. I'm like, okay. Oh yes. Wishcraft. Stacey DeMarco. Because we all need a little bit of childish fun. Oh, a little bit of fantasy. It's so important for our health. What else have we got? Yes. Sacred medicine. Does it show that I love these? And big gilded tarot box. Let's try and get that in a space so I can avoid the glare. I've got the window there, and I've got the salt lamp there, and I've got the computer there, and I've got the phone here that's filming, and anyway, it's the Gilded Royale. It's so cute. I thought it'd be a bit bigger than that, but I don't care. Actually, I think it's really gorgeous. And I've got light seers. I was going for the Rider-Waite Smith, and they went, no, light seers. So, okay. I think we need a little bit of gentle loving right now. Because none of them are really harsh, are they? Oh, I better get my, hang on. My bag of tricks. I've got all these different glasses there, and I've got, because I remember Druidic Wisdom has got some small writing on it, so let's be prepared. I should have been a Boy Scout. I'm one of these people that likes to be prepared for things. Have a drink. If I start looking really sweaty, we're definitely getting a storm soon. Hopefully I won't have to pause, because I think they've already done all the mowing that needs to be done. But yeah, it's definitely feels like we're getting a storm. This is like sort of summer, and we are halfway through autumn, which is fall. So yeah, it's getting a little bit cooler at night, but geez, the day's still getting hot, and yeah, we're definitely forecast to have a lot of rain this weekend. So okay, so now the 19th is a 4-day. Practicality, it's a hands-on, it's a do-it, it's material, it's laying foundations for the future, it's the earthly realms, 3D, all that sort of stuff. And, well, what's double 4? 8. What's better than 2 8s? 88. I am wealthy. Wealth comes in many ways, so I think that's an important thing to remember. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. See, abundance comes in many ways. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. So that's the balance of as above, so below, the higher realms with the earthly realms. So we have, that's our numerology. Okay, get ready to change the glasses. Okay. What's this? This is our druidic wisdom. I'm trying to get it somewhere where I'm not going to get much chance without glare here, I'm afraid. We've got light everywhere. Isn't this beautiful? You see that little face? That's like the geckos we have here. They have that beautiful little face. The little button nose. So this is called Well of Memories. So Well of Memories. Remember the wise witches whose lives were cruelly seized. Their spells linger in Edinburgh as the morning dawns peace. Carry crucifix for forgiveness and release. Okay. We'll ponder that one, where it's coming. It's about remembering what has passed and looking for where we're heading towards peace. Okay, abundance of peace would be very, very nice. And I just pulled the hair out. Ow. And next we have a wishcraft. Oh. Wow, okay. The wishing tree. My wishes grow big like a tree. I am wealthy. Abundance of wishes. We know about the wishing well. So, see if you can see that. Oh, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get past. Oh yeah, there we go. Does that work a bit better? I normally do it at night and there's not quite as much glare, but as the clouds come over, there'll be less glare. But the wishing tree. Right? Makes me think of the tree in the Avatar, in the movie The Avatar. Very beautiful. Wishing well, abundance, memories. Let's see where the cards are taking us. Shawl Dancer Wild. Now that's my kind of thing. Isn't she cool? What number is that? That's a 10. Okay, let's see if I can pronounce this. Anishinaabe. Anishinaabe. The good being. Worth. Beautiful. Love the child there. I said with the wishcraft we needed some childlike innocence, you know. And here we have a card with a child on it. I love the sun shining on that, just, and the beautiful deers. And I actually did something on, someone was doing a visualization and they had to put down what it was. I can't remember who it was. And I was expecting I'd get a wolf because I am such a wolf person. And all I got was this beautiful deer face. absolutely beautiful deer face with big brown eyes just looking at me. And it was so beautiful. So we got Shawl Dancer Wild. Worth. Dance in joy with your worth. Knowing what you're worth. Because you have an abundance there of what is beautiful about you. And, you know, we're applying this on a global stage. So we've got to go that this is also, not only is it personal, but it is a global reading. So, good being, the wishing tree, wishing for peace. Wishing for peace, an abundance of peace. The good being, knowing your self-worth. And when you know your self-worth and you're at peace and you're not feeling any lack with you, even though you may struggle financially, or, you know, your house isn't the greatest, or your car's a bit rickety, and if you know your self-worth, then there's a lot of peace there in your heart. And I'm starting to get what this is saying. It's kind of like also finding the wild woman in yourself. Where's my... Where'd they go? They've gone down here. Oh, they've gone down there. I'm not getting them back. Oh, sure I had them. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Did you want to be seen? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a bit strange. But obviously, they're not to be seen. Okay. I'll go with that. So we go straight on to the light seers. Okay. So we're starting off with the Nine of Swords. All this anxiety. You know, and when you think of the things that are going on in the world, and I don't watch much news anymore, but I still try and keep aware of what's going on. And yeah, it does kind of raise the anxiety levels. But, you know, there's a lot more out there than just what we see on the news. Okay? Look at the world. Look at what we've got. Look at all of what we've got. Not just what causes us anxiety. And by using your intuition and your creativity and your higher realms thinking, okay? Just working on what they're saying here, but this is an abundance of wishes for peace. The more we wish, the more we create. But in order for that, we have to, we have to let go of the anxiety and find our worth. Find that beautiful place within us. And it's okay, because if you look here, the water is still running, which is, of course, emotion, but it's very calm. And it's not overflowing. So it comes down to, I know in one of my very, very early videos I talked about the happy room and the angry, sad room, and which one would you prefer to be in. And this makes me think of that. Where would you prefer to be? That's the choice. Where would you prefer to be? So if you want to be here, if you want the world to be here, you've got to take a good look reflect on the world, reflect on what's out there, on the beauty that's out there, on how far we've come, and work on creating an abundance of wishes and peace, because we have the wish tree. And we can learn from the past. We can learn from the past what really is not good. And by learning from that, we can overcome this. We can dance and go that little bit wild as we find our self-worth and our peace within. And we can create it. We can create it. So that's what we've got. Moved my little thing. That was the 19th, wasn't it? Well, the 19th, which is a practical day, but it's a practical day that I feel is finding that balance in the realms between the 3D, the earth, where we're at, all the warts and all of what it comes with life, but we raise our vibration, and globally, if we do it, it's going to be really good. So now we're coming to the 20th. Ooh. Okay, perfect card, because the 20th, 2, but it's a 5-day, and 5 is expect the unexpected. It's likely to be a day where you go, wow, I didn't see that coming. It can be odd. People can get very restless on a 5-day. Public figures, there can be a lot to do with public figures, hazards, accidents, a lot of movement, a lot of things happening. There could be even things to celebrate on a 5-day, because the 5-day is moving. It's a progressive number. Of all the odd numbers, the odd numbers in numerology are normally introverted, but the 3 and the 5 are the expressive ones. And the 5 is moving forward, changing, making change, because 5 is a number of change. So anyway, we got the 2. I am diplomatic. Maybe a lot of diplomacy is going to be needed on this day. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allows you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. So this, looking at this so far, being a 5-day, look at all sides of the situation. Things might not quite be as we expect, but we do need to move forward. Important to use our intuition. Very important. And because if we're unbiased and we see all sides, we can have the power to influence others in a positive way. We want always the most benevolent, the most fair, and the most beneficial outcome for humanity. Not a political party. They seem to forget that. A lot of political parties, politicians seem to forget that, hey, it's us, the people. You're working for us, not your bank account, not your ego. You're working for us. Well, please think about that. So what have we got next? We have our Druidic card. Get these off. I think my eyes are looking better, aren't they? I've got a little filter on, so my little ego thing, so they don't look quite as bad as they were. Hey, listen, I'm allowed that. Okay. I love the pictures on these. And that's so beautiful. Come on, get the glare off it. I'm a real nature, mountain, sea, rainforest, bush. And I was born a city girl. So, Sununos, lead the way. Sununos, lead the way. I don't know if I pronounced that properly. It probably is completely different, but I'll show you. Maybe someone will be able to pronounce it for me. Rejoice and run to where the old gods dwell, to the edge of Wales, if it makes you happy and well. Carry green garnet for prosperity and gratitude, and make an offering to the green man, the pagan god of nature and the cycle of life. Well, just that alone says look after the earth. And you look after the earth, she'll look after you. Rejoice and run to where the old gods dwell, to the edge of Wales, if it makes you happy and well. Go where you feel good. Do what makes you feel good. You know, and if it's a little bit crazy, just like the day before, it's okay to have a little bit of wildness. Okay. Oh. Painting with magic. Sorry about the glare. I don't have to know everything all the time. It's impossible to know everything. It really is impossible. You know, we can research everything, but sometimes recall just goes, nah, not working today. It's just impossible. I know I say nothing's impossible, but you know, a suck of the sav. Got to respect the brain that sometimes it needs to go on a holiday. Suck of the sav is a Aussie term. Don't know if anyone else uses it. Probably Kiwis, but you'll learn us Aussies. Okay, I don't have to know everything all the time. Okay, stop being so hard on yourself if you don't know everything. If you haven't learnt everything now, be in the moment and just enjoy. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace any change that needs to be made. Go places and do things that bring you joy. And, you know, don't argue. Just be diplomatic and go, yeah, whatever. Whatever, okay. I hear you. I hear your side. And it's okay, you know. It's okay. But go have a good time anyway. So, what good look our gilded with this one. I'm going to have to dig out the other ones. Ooh, oh, I love this one. Oh, that's another one. I haven't got to see. I'm starting to see the cards I haven't seen because I haven't got the patience or the energy to go through them all the time. So, and I know someone will criticise, and it's like, well, you know, these are my shoes. Jingle dress, miracles. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. I love a song. I love this dress. I'm not a pink girl. It's a rare thing to see me in pink, but I do like this. Jingle dress. Miracles. Yes. Okay, and we have Shaker, truth. Okay. So, going where there's your fire. See the rainbow coming out of that? Joy. Something that ignites your passion. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. You can be diplomatic as you speak your truth. You don't have to argue. Just speak your truth. Go easy on yourself. You can't know everything. You know? And rejoice in the miracle that is you. Rejoice in it. Okay, so let's see what we've got now. The mighty, mighty big Gilded Royale card. So we have... Oh, okay. Wow, okay. So, been carrying around a lot of burdens, and the world does carry a lot of burdens. I get the feeling that on this day, there's going to be two people Knight of Wands. He's coming in, he's quite flashy. You know what? He's got that fire in his belly. He's got the passion. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Really? Okay. Okay, I'm being told stuff, and I'm actually quite surprised what I'm being told, that this is actually to do with Mr. Trump will skin soon. You know, the orange blimp, the duck l'orange. Okay, he's carrying a lot of burdens, you know, and there's money around, but, you know, there's gonna be a little bit of burning going on. A little bit of burning. That's interesting. You're going, that's a sideline, that's a different, but there's going to be something, some sort of ignition. Okay, ignition. There's going to be some sort of ignition to do with him on the 20th this month, 5-day. Expect that it's going to be the unexpected. Okay, now we're back to where we were, which is on a higher realm. That was unusual. I didn't expect that. Okay, we had the Six of Swords moving to smoother waters. Allowing yourself, even through the turmoil, allowing yourself to move. You know, sometimes we got to go with the flow in order to get to a better place. But you don't just go with the flow blindly. You let yourself be led by the beings, the spirits, by the intuition, by what feels right. You can steer the boat to a better place. Or you can let the universe steer you. And sometimes that means, when the universe is steering you, it means that those woes, those things that just aren't working for you, they fly away. And what is working for you leads you to those smoother waters. I do like that. Okay. Oh, you're joking. I'll tell you in a sec. 5 of Pentacles. You know, this is a time when, you know, sometimes it really can be overwhelming. We had the anxiety the day before. So things are still like getting on top of us. We're still in the Mercury Retrograde. We've still got all the planetaries. What was it? There's some conjunction on the 21st. Something big. I haven't actually had looked into it yet, but I will, because I think it's important for us to know about these things. Know what the energies are that's going on, because if you know what you're dealing with, you can deal with it. That's one of my mottos. So okay, we can get caught up in all the hardship, all the difficulties, but you know what? What's on that door? light. There's light there. She just has to look up. So maybe it's saying that rather being stuck in all the turmoil and stuff, look up and look for the bright side. Oh, come on. That really is the time for the song. Always look on the bright side of life. Dee-doo, 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 dee-doo. I love that song. Okay, now we'll get back to being serious. Told you I'm in a mood today. Okay, so, well, we have our moon. So I'm looking how this is tying in because, yes, the moon can reveal, it can shine the light, reveal what is hidden in the dark. The yin and the yang, the howling at the moon. We can be lost in the emotion, but we can have it illuminated. Look for the light. Too, about getting caught up in the emotions and not looking for the light. Being steered. We're being steered to something much better. And in the same reading, there's not that many cards here, and they're not all done at the same time, but we've got 2 King of Pentacles, which I thought was very interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know if it's a sign for me because King of Pentacles means something to me, but I love the wolf. He's so calm and steady. He's so grounded. So it's a 5-day, public figures. Find your inner strength. Find your grounding. Very, very important on this day. A lot of things will be going on. Yes, there'll be some public figures that will step forward and we're going to go, wow, didn't expect that. That's interesting. So basically, stand in your truth. Stand in your truth and see the light and stay grounded. You know, you can't see what you're not looking at. So in order to see the truth and light that passion under yourself and let the miracles in, miracles that is life, you've got to let yourself be steered in a positive new direction. You've got to put your head up and stop letting the emotions drown you and look at the light. Find your steadiness. Your steadiness there. It's all there. You know, you can't know it all. It's impossible. So go easy on yourself. Yes, do what makes you happy. Go to that happy place. Meditation, beach, to a park, somewhere, particularly in nature. If anyone's sort of putting too high expectations on you or it's getting a bit tense, be diplomatic. Be diplomatic and expect that duck l'orange, the orange bloom, all that. Yeah, something's going to happen. Wasn't expecting political, because I haven't been doing much in political when it comes to these numerologies, but that's what came out. Okay. So, you're hearing We are going from 2 to 20. Huh. Incredible. We're now at the 21st. The 21st is duty, responsibility, family, putting beauty into the surroundings, humanitarian out of beauty. The 6, there can be some dominance with the 6. So, it's just one of those things that can happen. So beware of either yourself being too overbearing or someone around. Now, with the planetary aspects, I keep hearing that it's going to be a doozy, so stay in harmony. Stay in harmony. You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. So, 6th day, this is saying about being harmonious. So, if you want to get your point across, just do it calmly. Do it gently. Don't try and push your point, because it might backfire and kick you in the butt. So, just something to be aware of. Okay. This is the winding trail. Look at that. Very autumn, fall tones. I think I can read this. Hawthorn and heathers. Rowan and rue. Scotland's unique mysteries and magic are waiting just for you. The winding trail. We have a path, our path in life, and sometimes it doesn't go straight. In fact, for just about everyone, it doesn't go straight. It's winding here and there, and we think we're on the straight and narrow, and nope, off we go on another tangent. So, hawthorn and heathers, rowan and rue, native plants, the natural mysteries, and the magic in life. It's waiting just for you. So, resilience, protection, and strength. As you walk on your path, look at the unique beauty of your path and know that there is magic that's just for you. Have the resilience and know that you're protected and you have the strength to see it through. Be harmonious. Ooh. Get the wolf again. Ow! Ow! Isn't that gorgeous? Ow! My voice is heard in the world. I like that. I like that. Speak your truth. Okay, be harmonious. Know that you're protected. Be resilient. You're on your path. There's magic waiting. Embrace your uniqueness. Oh, I like that. Okay. Oh, okay. When I was shuffling, I saw that and said, geez, that's a really good card. This is the medicine wheel. This is your cycle. It's almost like the world in the tarot. It's the cycle of life. And, oops, get that the right way. And this is rainbow activation, authenticity. So, speak. Let your voice be heard. But in a harmonious, gentle way. It does not have to be, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, life can be full of twists and turns. That's part of life. Enjoy the uniqueness of your path. The natural uniqueness of your path. Know that you have the resilience and strength to see things through, and you are protected. Be authentic in yourself. Be authentic in what you say. Be authentic in how you live. And know that everything has a cycle. Beginning, middle, end. Everything has the cycle. So for some people, this might mean that something ends in your life. Know that that is part of the cycle. You can't force things to stay in your life. And that can be a hard lesson for a lot of us. And you know what? Go out and howl at the moon. Let the world hear your voice. Because your voice is yours, and it's uniquely yours, and it's been on your path with all the twists and turns and everything that you've overcome. It is your path and your voice and your story. And I like it. Oh, well, here we go. We have Page of Swords. What's that? Two of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Swords. A lot of ideas coming in. A lot of the ideas. They may be small, but if I put them close enough to the camera, you can see it. Page of Swords. All the ideas, but the ideas. Chopping and changing, but look at the beauty this is the Two of Pentacles, which is the balancing out, and it can be about money, but it can be, look at the rainbow, it can be about ideas, because we've got here about being authentic and the cycles and being harmonious, because there can be partnership. You may be, some of you tossing up with relationship issues. Be authentic. If it's at the end of its cycle, let it go and bless it. Take yourself on a new path. Know that you're going to be okay. If not, then be harmonious. Let yourself be heard. It's really important in relationships that both are heard. That's important. And some say, yeah, well, I'm hearing, but it's all my way. No. That's not equal. So, I like this. Okay. It's good because it's not political. Lots of new ideas, a lot of tossing and turning. You're going, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Okay, trust in your authenticity. Trust in your authenticity. Trust in your intuition. Trust what feels right on your path. I'm not talking about anyone else's path, on your path. So, however people watch this, just know that each of you have your own path. And the whole world, everyone has their own path. There are billions of individual paths, but we make up the collective. So, what do we have in our light seers? Turn that around. Turn that around. Oh, well, would you look at that? I love synchronicity. I love it, I love it, I love it. Two of Cups. We got Two of Cups. So that's an intensification here going on, but a unity. Being harmonious. Because, of course, two. And we have two again. So, definitely an amplification of the two energy. Definitely. So, harmonious. Coming together. Speak your voice, but always be authentic. always be authentic when you speak your voice. Know that there's always a cycle in life. You know, yes, you might be tossing and turning. Oops, I just hit something I probably shouldn't have hit. Everything's okay, still going. Where was I? Yes, you're a lot of thoughts going on in your head. You know, a lot of things going on, and maybe you're getting messages and it's like, well, do I believe this? Do I believe that? Always stay authentic to yourself, you know, because, you know, unity and harmony is really, really important, a very, very important thing on this day. Being a 6-day humanitarian, I really feel that's really an important thing, taking responsibility, knowing your sense of responsibility, not only to yourself but to the world, because we all have that. Much as we're living our own path and doing all that, we still live in a global community, and that is important to remember, that we work, where is it? I know you're in here somewhere, in harmony. Work in harmony as you walk on your individual path, you know, and do it joyfully and see the unique natural beauty of yourself. Okay, because when you do all that, like 10 of Pentacles. Now, 6 is a family card. So I'd say family. Family is going to be very, very important on this day. For those who don't have a blood family, soul family. Always remember there is soul family. And I'm not talking about spirit. I mean, I have people that I know that are friends in my real life, and also people that I know here on YouTube. And to me, you're part of my soul family. You are my soul family. You're real people. You're living lives in this world, sometimes thousands upon thousands of miles away from me. But we are part of this global community, family. The Queen of Pentacles. Look how calm and serene she is. She's able to hold on to the material, but also live in harmony with the earth, with nature, with the spirit, with the universe. The balance, and the balance shines a light on where you're going, and the wishes that can come true. There's a lot on, and I'm definitely going to have to look up the astrology that's going on, not astrology, yeah, well, the planetary aspects of this day, because this is showing that it's a very, very strong day for peace, for harmony, for coming together. So it could be that something may happen, whether it be good or not so good, but it's amplifying, because we got the two lots of 2 of Cups, and it's like it's amplifying the energy of harmony and unity and coming together, and that's very much the part of the 6, very much. So that's interesting. You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. Hang on, let me find the other one. Yep. We are now on the 22nd. The 20th was a 2. The 21st was a 20. And the 23rd, no, hang on. Where are we? 20th, 21st, 22nd. I mean, really? We have got some days of a lot of 2 energy. Now, this is where I'm going to, even though It's not a 2 day. And none of these are 2 days. But there's a strong amplification of the 2 energy. Now, the 2 energy is the feminine. We have a big rise in the feminine energy. Guys, it's okay. Nothing to be afraid of. We can all work in harmony. It's a good thing to embrace. But there can be a lot of sensitivity. And people can become hypersensitivity. We got 3 2s here. We had, and a 2 on each day before. That's a lot of sensitivity. Listen to music, because number 2 loves music. It's a music number. It's also a great number for healing, and it's a great number for spirituality. So, with that being said, the 22nd is a 7 day. Now, 7 is science, the deeper side of life. It's spirituality. It's religion, theology, philosophy. It's looking within. It's of the higher realms. It's not the material, it's of the higher realms. So here we have, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. I am balanced. What was the message from the day before about balance? Being the Queen of Pentacles with her beautiful balance. I don't think there's 22 in the deck. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get that. But 3 in a row, that was like, whoa. Okay, let's have a look. Oh. I had this in, did a little reading or something where I had the Druidic Wisdom. And this was the card that came out, and it's come out again. Spells in the Wind. I'm going to try and see if I can get that so that you can do it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, I'll read it out. Okay. Shout loud to the heavens. Sing songs to the air. The strength of your conviction will carry you there. I love that. Shout loud to the heavens, sing songs to the air. The strength of your convictions will carry you there. Speak. You are balanced. Don't let sensitivity or fear or anything like that get in the way, because with 2, the intensification of the 2, people can start to get a bit scared. And, you know, being a 7, the 7 is an introverted number. You might want to shrink away, but that's the time to look within and say, what is making me afraid? Do I really have a reason to be afraid? What can I do to change that? Let's see what else we've got. Our wish card, witchcraft. Oh, I am flowing with the seasons. I love this. This is the labyrinth. I've actually got a friend, my Aura girl sister, and she's building a labyrinth in her yard. She's just starting it, and it's so beautiful. The creation and the spiral of life. Create your spiral. You're balanced. Bring out that amazing side of you. Have the strength of your convictions, because it's going to take you far. And I've got to remember that. I definitely need to remember that for something that I have going on in my head. And then the little fear goes, oh, what if it doesn't work? And then I've got to go, of course it's going to work. I've got all the signs. Everything's saying it's good, it's going to work. I'm human. I have my fears. I have my insecurities just like everybody else. You know, we just go, okay, I acknowledge that. I hear that fear coming up. But you know what? Feel the fear and do it anyway. Though I must say, jumping off a cliff, not really. If you're feeling the fear there, unless you're really in a good harness and you're abseiling, not a good idea. Okay, now I'll get serious again. Yeah, I know. It was a joke one time, second time, Okay, what have we got? Oh, definitely a day for balance. Definitely about balance. Because here we have soil and stars, balance. Balance, soil and stars between the higher realms and the earthly realms. Finding that balance. That's really important in a 7-day. Rather than chase the money, if it's meant to come to you, let it flow. Let it flow to you. Don't chase it. Okay. Oh, another one of these amazing. I am determined to say it. Mino bima diziwin. Mino bima diziwin. I love it. Sounds great. I'll figure it out one time. Walk in a good way. Realign. Realign on your path. Realign on your path. Stay balanced. Keep your balance as you walk your path. Know that you are balanced. You know, create your own spiral. Create your path that takes you forward. You have that there. 22nd, okay. Because I want to find out, why do we have the Tower? Now the Tower, like the Death card, you know, people fear those cards, but no, never fear them. Yeah, there could be great upheaval. Things could leave your life. Change happens, but it can be good. I had my Tower moment, I've said this before, beginning of September last year, and it turned my life around in such amazing ways. It was a blessing. So never fear the Tower. Now this could be, because we're talking global, this could mean that there's some big upheaval on the 22nd that makes us look within, could make us quite sensitive, and it's really important that we stay balanced. Really important. So I'm feeling that on the 22nd, if you look, another 2 twos, that's a lot of twos going on here. That having the Tower come up, that something globally will happen that will have us going, what the wow? And that's when you've got to align, stay balanced, stay in peace with yourself, walk your path. It doesn't mean you bury your head in the sand. You know that solves nothing. But you stay balanced and you stay in tune. And where are our beautiful spells in the wind? Have the strength of your conviction and know that it will carry you there. In other words, you have the strength. You have what you need. You can empower yourself in your spiritual area, because this is a spiritual day. The 7 is a day that is of the higher realms. But the feeling I get with the Tower is that it is of the material 3D world. There is a major upheaval of some sort. Right, okay, we have the 5. Is that the 5 of 4? Such tiny writing. Hang on. But yep, 5 of Cups, that's what I thought. Okay, well, with the 5 of Cups. Okay, those who know tarot will know. This is the crying over spilt milk. This is looking at what has happened or what has gone, when you really need to turn around and look at what you still have. So this has come up with the Tower for a reason. Something is going to break down. I feel on a global level. I don't feel this is going to be personal, but with all the planetary aspects going on, it can affect you. It's really important to keep your balance and not let yourself become overwhelmed, because your emotions could be quite heightened. This is a time for you to shine your light. It might be a time when you want to go, I think I'm going to sit back and I'm going to sit this one out. Okay? Trust your gut. If the gut is saying, no, I'm staying home, and everyone's going, no, come on out. And you go, no, I'm staying home. Listen to your gut, you know? You've got to do what you feel is right, as long as it's not fear, because that's a different thing. Fear can make us, try and hide away, because I'm afraid if I go out, something could go wrong of just staying at home. But if your intuition is saying, you need time out, if your inner self is saying, I need time out, there's so much going on, I need to realign myself, I need to get my balance, and I can't do that being out in all the chaos, the noise. I have to have that time. So 22nd, I'd say, let's see what we've got coming here. We have the Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of choices there. A lot of things to contemplate. I think this is contemplation more than choices. Because also if we look here, we've been talking about emotions. And you've got the ocean behind. And you've got water here. So there's a lot of emotion going on here. Seven of Cups for a 7-day. Emotionally and spiritually. There's a lot to think about and a lot of choices. A lot to contemplate. Oh, okay. Right. Because we want to let go and walk away from all the stress and the strain and all the worries. Because within ourselves, to have the King and the Queen together, you may not always see eye to eye with everyone, because these two strong-minded people are not looking in the same direction. But you know what? They could be seeing both sides of the story. Maybe that's what it is. They're seeing both sides of the story. But stay strong. This is very much a day of going within. This is a day of going within and finding your balance. Finding your inner strength. Because you've got it. The strength of your convictions will carry you there. Will get you through. Believe in your convictions. Believe in yourself. Believe in life. I know that can seem, everything crazy going on around. You go, believe in life? It's all madness. But that's the time when you need to go out into nature and sit on a beach. Sit in a park. Sit by a river. Hug a tree. Go into an amazing botanical garden. Do something that makes you appreciate the beauty. Today I thought it was going to rain, so I quickly raced out to get the few things I had on the line. And suddenly, as I was coming up to the back door, the sun just came out from behind a cloud, and I just stood there. And I just soaked up, and it was starting to go behind a cloud. I'm going, no, a bit more. I'd like a bit more sun. And it did. I got a bit more sun. And then I came inside. It was beautiful, but made me stop and just take in that beautiful light. And even if it's just for a moment, it's stopping and it's nourishing your soul. It'd be interesting to see what happens on the 22nd, because looking at that, yeah, there could be something big. This is entertainment purposes only. I'm going to do all the disclaimers and all that stuff, but you know what? Stay balanced. Look within. It's okay. Oh, here we go. Leo's here. You're going to come up. Okay. Up here. Up there. Up. Up. No, not on me. Come on. Up. Quick. That's it. I'm going to show you something. I'm not sure if you'll do it, but we've been doing this. Who needs to pay for cat toys? No, not on the cards. I've got the cards there. Oh, you're in smooch mood. You're not in play mood. We've been playing with, he's been playing with my hair. Yep. I got to watch it because he doesn't know how to retract his claws. See? I got an inbuilt cat toy. Okay, I got to get back to this. You right? Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Game's over. Game's over. Okay. Of course, Leo had to be here. He must have heard, oh, she's talking. That means I have an audience. Okay, universe. Okay. I get it. We had the 2. We had the 20. We had the 222. And now we have the 27. This is for the 23rd, which is an 8. Amplification of the 8. I got cards there. No, you can't come on my lap. No. Go. No. Come on. Thank you. Kids. You can come up here if you want. You just can't come down there. Okay, where was I? You can always count on Leo. Okay, so the 23rd is an 8 day. We're in an 8 universal year. 8 is management, money, emotional issues. That's going to be important. Infinity, because that is the circle of life. And we had a few of that, about the circle, the spiral, the medicine wheel, the circle of life. And that is the flow. The 8 on the side is infinity. Business, management. This is, the 8 is a number where you need to show good judgment. That's, again, another important thing to stress. Because of the amount of 2s we're getting, culminating on the 22nd with 3 2s on a double 2 day, and a 7, which is a lot of introspection going within. And getting the Tower on the 22nd. So there might need to be some work on emotional issues on the 23rd. So we have the 27. I am expressive. And I am. So are you. I want you to believe that. Your mind is wide open and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. And I didn't know this, but in my teenage years, the number 27 was actually my CB call sign. I can't remember what came before it, but it was the number 27. And then when I look at this, you know, this is pretty much me. Pretty much me. And I bet there are a lot of you out there, and you might not even realize how much this is you, because we all do it in our own way. I am expressive. Let's see where this is going to come. I'm going to need the lights going because the sun's starting to go down. It is 5:05. 5:05. There we go. Okay, Bardic Hymns. So there's our card. This looks like this may have been taken from a train or something, because if you look, when you take a picture out a window on, say, a train or a car, that's sort of all fuzzy, but it's further away, can be more in focus, and that's what it is with this. I wonder if that's relevant to what's on this. Like the hermit walking his peaceful, silent road, the secrets of healing are found among ancient holy groves. Meditate on the Hermit Tarot card for inner wisdom. Okay, we had the Hermit in the card before. In the day before. Okay. Like the hermit walking his peaceful, silent road. So as you're walking along your own individual path, the secrets of healing are found among ancient holy groves. Okay. Look towards more of an ancient wisdom, ancient ways for healing. That's interesting. Expressive. Finding a way to help others. Candle magic. Every day things get better. Is this not a beautiful card? How beautiful is this? It'd be great to have it on a poster next to your bed or something, where you look at it every day and you say to yourself, every day things get better, because they do. So we've got candle magic there. I'm looking at the healing side of this and the expression. So let's have a look here. Okay. Clan animal totem. Nature. We've got a lot to do with the earth going on here. Spider woman, destiny. We are heading towards our destiny, collectively and individually. We are all on our path of destiny, collectively and individually. We can express this. We believe. It's up to us to believe that things will get better. Yeah, it might be a lot of turmoil. And I'd say the day before is going to really amp that up. But we can get lost in overwhelm, or we can stay balanced within ourselves. We can express how we feel in a balanced way. We can show compassion. We can value the freedom of expression and improve the conditions of people. So we can find our way to do something to make the world a better place. We have that power. That is part of our destiny. We are here for a reason. We are our own clan. We are here and you're here as part of this beautiful global community that is choosing to want to learn and grow and do more. So you have an incredible purpose here. Okay, so we have the lights going down. We have the Sun, 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Okay. The conflict. I was talking about the conflict. All the conflict going on in the world and the inner conflict and getting caught in the overwhelm. We can choose to be part of the conflict, or we can choose to look at the sun, the horizon. We cannot let ourselves get caught up in all of this. Honey, you've got to not do this. No, you go. Ah. He's a very stubborn boy. I think I've rescued it all. Doesn't like listening. Typical male. Sorry, guys. I do joke. You've got food in your bowl, you've got water, you've got me. You just have to share. So. So here, what was it saying about conflict? But we can feel sometimes that we're trapped in all this conflict. We're not. We're not. At any time, we can choose to leave the conflict. We can shine light. We can look at the sun. And I don't just mean that bright, hot orb in the sky. I'm talking about the light. The light. Where are we? Is this the one? Yeah, the healing, the ancient ways. The sun has been around a long, long time, as has a lot of other healing modalities. Find our clan, our spirit family. Let us go on our destiny. Know that we're heading towards a much brighter world. We can let go of all these conflicts and walk away and have the sun instead. Let's see what we've got here. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Wands. We're going to start with the Three of Wands. Contemplation. Total contemplation. Just looking back as we look ahead. Looking back as we look ahead. That seems to be a contradiction, but no. In order to get ourselves balanced and be able to be the best possible we can be to move forward, we have to look at the past and heal it. That's an important thing, and that's been a big lesson in my life. So we have to be able to look at it, shine the light on it, heal it, move forward. See the vision of what is ahead. Because there's many gifts there. And the universe gives us so many gifts. We also give ourselves the gift of healing, of forward movement, of the choices we make for our destiny. And our wishes can come true. It's all there for us. We have it all there. It's just important to find our emotional balance. Our balance between the upper realms, the earthly realms, within ourselves, not to get caught up in the overwhelm that we can express. And the most important thing, that this one seems to be the most important card. Candle magic. Every day things get better. Say it. Every day things get better. Even if you don't see it straight away, the more you say that, the more it will happen. Express yourself in a positive way. Find some way to help others and know that you're healing. Or can you not do that? You've got all this other area and you have to be here. Kids. Family. I love him. I love him so much. But he's very, I want your attention now. And kids like that. Yeah, every mother knows. Going to the toilet, You're never alone. Unless they're at school. Or hopefully when they're asleep. Okay, let's go to this one. Put them there so I don't lose them. Oh, finally we break free of the 2. We are now on the 24th. This is a 9-day. Okay, 9 years of endings. Humanitarian out of love, compassion, drama. It's the colour, it's the drama, it's the blah. It's also where you're most likely to have a tower moment. 22nd was a tower moment, but there might be repercussions that come to an end, so to speak, on the 24th. Or that is when compassion really rises up. So we've got that. So I am charismatic. I am, I know. Gotta have fun. Life can be too serious. Expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communication. You're communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You're able to get others on board with your ideas. Charismatic. Working together, communicating well, expressing naturally. Conversation, creative pursuits. Working with others. Might end up having to. What happened to that other? Oh, now I've lost my glasses. Oh, there they are. That would be Leo. Boop, boop, boop. Might have to pause this in a sec, but no, I still seem to be getting enough light. Ritual of water. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's like heaven. The druids bless your aura with a protective ring, whispering prayers over water and holy springs. Let the water cleanse your heart. Carry Larimar crystal. Carry Larimar crystal for happy confidence and clear communication. Happy confidence, clear communication. I feel this is important. Cleansing your heart, which builds your inner happiness and the confidence in yourself and your path that you're going on. We have about communication here. Right, and I feel that the communication is very important as well. Yeah, clear communication. Be natural, happy and confident. Heal those emotions. Heal those emotions within yourself. Right, okay. Build a fairy house. My friend who's doing the spiral, my brain's starting to go off. The thing in, it'll come to me. But you know, the spiral thing. Anyway, she's also got a little bit of a fairy house area. So it's really sweet. Build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere. Think about that. There is magic everywhere. Sometimes in places you don't expect. I once lived in a house way down south, and in the backyard we had a fairy circle. What's that? Clover. We had clover patches, and there was one patch that was kind of in a circle, and it was a bit sort of barren in the middle, and I was getting 4-leaf clovers, 5, 6, 7 and 8-leaf clovers out. Crazy. Magic everywhere. So, communication. Clear communication. Okay, be natural. Creative pursuits. On board with your ideas. Where are we heading with this? Extraction and wisdom. Extraction. There's a 52. And wisdom. Remember what we were saying about the ancient wisdoms? Very, very much along with that. And in the ancient wisdoms, they used the earthly elements for communication, for healing. Yes, that was Leo coming up again. He's definitely feeling these energies right now because he's getting in a very, very needy mood. And he's also getting very jealous. And I've got Skittles down there and he gets very jealous. So, you are interrupting me. I'd like to keep the flow going. Okay. Smudging, clearing away. Clearing away the negative energies. We're in an 8. Okay. No, we're in the 9. Clearing away, clearing away. There we go. Oh, okay. I'll put them there. You go on there. Okay? Compromise. But you've got to stay there. He's definitely wanting attention. He's got the whiskers forward and the look of love. And it's like, no. Space, boundaries. But he's smudging. Okay? He's got the feathers. He's got his smudge stick there. We've got, it can be a moon or that can be a sun. But it's illumination. So, we are communicating. Magic is everywhere. Clearing out the energies. I've got that the wrong way around. Using what we naturally have. Okay. Yep, I'm going to need the other glasses because we're running out of light. But so far we're managing to hang in. We might be able to get through this without me having to turn the light on. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. 10 of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. I can see exactly the order this is meant to go in. Okay. Finding another way around the conflicts and the emotional overwhelm. Look at things differently. We can clear away all that negative energy. We don't have to be part of it. We can walk away from it. To put an end to all the stress and the worry. Because 10s are culminations. And it's interesting that we get a 10 here on a 9-day, which is endings. So by choosing globally, individually, I know what that is now. That's the Ace of Pentacles, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. Because it was starting to get a bit weird looking down. Okay, so choosing, looking at things differently, finding a different way around this. All right, we can create a whole new reality is what I'm being told. Reality. Our new earth. We are heading towards major change. There's a lot of changes going on. It's going to be quite amazing. Okay. And we have another ace going on here. Oh, we got another? Oh no, that was cups. I thought for a minute we had another. That was, we've got the Ace of Swords, the 8 of Swords. Oh, we do have a double. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, that's pretty incredible. And we have the 9 of Cups. So, we trap ourselves in our own mirror image in the world where we are. You know what, we can we can untie ourselves. If you look at the image down here, she's not bound. Yeah. She's not tied up, but she's seeing herself as tied up. I actually just noticed that now. So we're looking at the world and tying ourselves up, and we don't need to be tied up. Because we can think of new ways. And if you look at the spiral on this, spiral is something, labyrinth. I knew it would come to me. And labyrinth, very much this new way of thinking, letting light in, choosing new ways, letting go of the negativity that is not serving us. It's not serving us well. But here we are, and we've had this before in another one before, the Nine of Cups. Oh no, I think that was the Nine of Pentacles. But here, all our desires, our wishes, celebrate. We can have what we want. And I think ultimately what people really want is just peace and harmony, and none of this BS that goes on because of egomaniacs who want to have power. So I'm going to take over this and I'm going to battle this, and then all the narcissism and all the... Nah, let's put an end to it. Let's choose a different way. We don't have to be tied up in all of that. We can make the choice. And seeing as we have the amplification of the Ace of Pentacles. Trying to get that off, yep. We got 2 Ace of Pentacles. That's an amplification of that energy, the amplification of that, of creating the Pentacles. It's not just money, it's health, creating new innovations in health. This isn't a one day, but the next day is a one, which is the new beginnings. So we can, from this, we can communicate, and we can find the strength, and we can believe in magic and the magic of healing, because we don't have to have the turmoil that goes on. Things can change, and we come down to our final day. Oh, okay. This is the day, I think, this is the day that Mercury comes out of retrograde. Remember, though, that as we go into a retrograde and as we come out, there's the shadow. So we still get some of the effects. This is a one day, new beginnings, innovations, new perspective. Blinkered thinking can happen. People don't want to get out of their comfort zone, their little self-imposed box. Remember that card before? She's looking in the mirror and she's like, well, I'm tied up. But in reality, she's not. She's not tied. So, we have, I am perceptive. Now, why did I say, look at that a bit funny? Because 16 in the numerology, I know, is karmic lessons. So when we're perceptive, we can get through karmic lessons a lot better. So you have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. Karmic lessons is when sometimes the truths come out. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings, a wisdom seeker, and your angels asked to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. Ask you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. I am perceptive. So we're here to share knowledge and new beginnings. Let's be sharing light knowledge. Let's do it as we come out of this. Oh, the sun's going down quickly. I'm going to see if I can get this before, so I don't have to put the light on. Okay. I love synchronicity. I really do. We had a reading before. We had 2 of Cups. And I'll show you the beautiful picture. Oh, look at that. Is that not beautiful? I'm trying to get it away from the glare. Really beautiful. But wouldn't you know, it's called Two of Cups. Go figure. Okay. The heart you hold is pure and deep. Be sure of the company you carry and keep. Surround yourself with positive people, people of light. We had smudging in one before, clearing the negative energy. Maybe this is beginning to be a time where be perceptive of the people around you, and if someone is not really positive to be around, maybe, you might not be able to sort of like say, see you later, don't bother coming back, but maybe you need to step back. Maybe it's the time to say, you're not very positive in my life, and I have to put my path first. I have to work with my energies first. Oh, well, the moon shows me patience. Moon wishes. The moon shows me patience. Everything takes time. I know sometimes there's things I can get just as impatient as everyone else. So yes, the moon, there's a lot we can learn as much from the moon. So patience, perception, having positive around you. What have we got here? Eagle feather sword, sacred medicine calling. Follow your calling. Remember we had about integrity in the heart, being authentic. An important part of following your calling. Look at that rainbow there. The sun. And if you look at that cloud, it almost looks like a hand holding the sun. And the calm waters. Calling towards peace. The eagle feather. We had smudging. This is saw, eagle feather. Eagle feathers are gifts. Sage, sacred medicine. Cleansing. Cleansing ourselves. Clearing out. Being a little bit more particular of the people you have around you. Let's see, will that get nice and... Just want you to be able to read that. I'm not sure if you can or not. Definitely a lot about clearing. Oh, are we going to get to the end of this before the light goes? What have we got? We've got the Hanged Man. We have got the Chariot. Oh, two mages. Oh, you're kidding me. We've got three mages. We have got the Lovers. We have got the Chariot. And we have got the Hanged Man. Hanged Man can be... Where is it? Where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. I just saw you before. Oh, yes. Hanged Man. Patience. I'm trying to get that. Patience. Sometimes... we need to change our perspective, but sometimes we also have to be patient. Things won't happen, so we've got to hang there and just wait. But things will move. They will move. And as we move forward, we can move forward with a new perspective. As we learn it. And we find that inner love, that love within ourselves. Because lovers can be the love with our inner self to our outer self. It does not have to be between two people. And it can be the energy of love. The energy of love around us. I am going to just make it before the sun goes down. Oh, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Sun. We've had the Sun already. We have the Eight of Wands. Oh. Okay, where are you? There you are. We have our synchronicity of a double again. What's the chance? It's very, like, this is intensity going on here. But that Page of Pentacles, okay? Holding on to the messages from the spirit realm and what is coming through. Hold on to what we know. Stand strong in our truth and clear out the negativity. We want to hang on because things can come in very, very fast. That's the Ace of Wands, things coming in. But they're coming in to shine light. Because if you look in the middle of this, there's all that light. Coming in, feeding us light. This is what's going on. We are being fed so much in light. So we can rejoice in the sun. What did I do today? I said, the sun came out and I just stood there and let the sun go, oh. Exactly what she's doing, except I had washing over my shoulder. But just like, oh yes. Take in the sun, the light. And what's the card that we got the double of? The Lovers. Share the love. Now, you know what I love about this? The diversity. That it doesn't matter the colour of the skin. It is about the love. That's one of the things I notice and love about this particular Lovers card. Is that the beauty is in the love. Not who it's with, but it's in the love. Now, the Lovers can also mean contracts. I don't feel that. I don't feel that with this. But new perspective on love. New perspective in love. Let's break free of the blinkered thinking of what love should be. And let's be beings of love and light, because that's where we're heading, and it is going to be magnificent. And we've come to the end of our week, ending on the end of the Mercury Retrograde. We still have the shadow. We've still got a lot of planetary stuff going on. Things are happening. And we've got to stay balanced, not letting ourselves get overwhelmed. Stay true to ourselves, in our authenticity, in our integrity. Release all that negative energy. Release from our lives the energy and the people that are not healthy for us to be around. It is an important thing. One way or another, let it go. This is going to be another big week. I was surprised the orange blimp came up in the reading. It's like, it hasn't come up before, has he? I don't think so. But, so I can read that better. Yeah, so, wow. And the intensities, the doubling up of the cards, the twos. Two is it's a beautiful number when it's in the positive. But we've got to watch. Now, as you can see, the light has gotten much darker. So I'm going to finish this now before I'm going to be sitting here in the darkness, and you'll only get the glare from the phone. So yes, it's Leo. Come on, you want to say hello? See? Look, there's Leo. There's Leo. Oh, gonna say hello to everyone? Oh, it says, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I know. Oh, no, you can't sit on my lap. No, you're too heavy for me. He's a big boy. So, before we lose the light, I'm going to wish you loads and loads and loads of love. I am so grateful for all of you. I am so grateful for every single person that watches my video. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment. They're all part of the algorithms of this. It's all a necessary part, but it helps get this out so that other people will see it. It helps my channel grow, which is always a good thing, you know. We do want to grow. But I always think if one person gets helped from what I say, then everything is worthwhile. And by sharing it, by subscribing, by commenting, by liking, that could mean that this goes and it ends up in the suggestions feed of that one person who needs that. And that's part of us working as a community. And it's getting dark. So I'm sending you loads and loads and loads of love. And we're going to get through. Every day things will get better. They are getting better. Do it in the now. I love you. You mean the world to me. And I'll see you again. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.